Hey guys, NintendoKid here. Today we're gonna have a look at an arcade game called Bad Dudes, or the full title is Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja. Now what the hell is a Dragon Ninja? Anyways, it's a really cool game in the Johnny Turbo's arcade series, brought to the Nintendo Switch by Flying Tiger Entertainment, who were kind enough to send me a review code. So when it comes to screen style, you can choose between none, which practically is the HD version of the arcade game, or you can check any of the other styles, including the scanline round, which is my preferred mode of playing, as that was the kind of TV set that we had when I grew up playing the NES. And there is the composite setting, the RGB, the S-Video, and the VHS. And when it comes to aspect ratio, you can choose between the European standard 4:3, or you can go for the 16:9. Alternatively, there's the option for filled. In total, the game contains 7 levels. I'm gonna show you the first one start to finish, flawless victory by the way, and I'll show you some snippets of some other levels without giving too much away. So with that out of the way, let's get started. The story is not much to write home about, but it is very characteristic of the time. President Ronnie, is kidnapped by some dragon ninjas. Why not? And in this game, you have to beat up a lot of ninjas, and they can come out of the wazoo. So you choose your fighter, you head right into the game, and you start kicking and punching your way through it. Every level is designed, I would say, for a co-op mode, in the sense that every level has 2 areas, the upper and the lower portion of the screen, and you can switch between them by jumping up or down. When it comes to the control scheme, it is a very standard layout, with the directional pad, and in my case with the arcade stick joystick, a button for attacking and a button for jumping. Mash those 2 together and you perform some really cool kick, especially when you start moving around. You have pretty much a whirlwind hurricane kick. You can pick up some items, including a knife and my all-time favorite, the nunchaku. And with that one, you can greatly extend your range, and you're pretty much invulnerable other than attacks from above. There are also the occasional drops that you get to just increase your score, and of course pop a soda and recover some life. The gameplay that I'm recording right now, I'm playing single player, but this game is an absolute blast playing together in co-op mode. And in fact, it makes the game a lot easier, especially these boss battles. In terms of enemy variety, there is not that much. I mean, pretty much the same enemies hashed over with a different color and at times a different attack pattern, but they're pretty standard, as of course can be expected. They sprinkle around these ninja stars that you have to avoid. There's an occasional flame blower, and yes, there's even a guy that sets himself alight and just keeps running over and over again. But you got a very special punch up your sleeve that wouldn't misfit Super Smash Bros. Pretty much a Falcon Punch, really, before the Falcon Punch was invented. One thing that I really like about this game is the speed. I mean, I remember playing a lot of these fighting games back in the day, and even on the Wii Virtual Console, playing all these old fighters, beat 'em ups, brawlers, you name it. And one thing they had in common was that the speed was not all that great. In this game somehow, the speed of your attacks is amazing. It really feels natural, it really feels awesome, and this is all recorded without using the turbo button, by the way. I mean, look at this close-up right here. See how fast he's kicking, punching, throwing himself around. I love this. Flying Tiger Entertainment has done a really good job of porting this arcade hit to the Nintendo Switch. The visuals really hit home, and the audio effects are really cool. They haven't been upgraded to the extent that you say it's not an arcade game anymore, it's just a current generation game. They stay true to the old formula, and that is really successful in my opinion. As for co-op mode, it really doesn't matter with whom you play. You can play with your father, you can play with your mother, you can play with your baby brother. It doesn't matter, because you have an unlimited supply of continues, and that is really great. Having an unlimited number of these virtual coins might make the player a little bit careless, but in the end it's all about enjoyment, and regardless however you play, you don't have to have the frustration of dying and have to keep doing it over and over again. But of course, if that is what you're into, you don't have to pop in those coins. You can die and start from starting again. So is this game all perfect? No, far from it. There are some things that just should have been part of the package, like a 4-player co-op or a local multiplayer Switch versus Switch. Forget about the online multiplayer. Those things would have been really neat to put in the package without having to change too much about the game. Another thing that in general I feel should be part of all the Johnny Turbo's arcade games is some backlogging, some history, some incorporated gallery or trivia or historical overview, as these games were very important back in the day and they stand for something. And today's gamers might be very unaware as to these things, especially if you didn't grow up back in the 80s or 90s, and that in my opinion is a big miss. Now on the whole, if you enjoy the arcade genre or you just love a brawler or a fighter or a beat 'em up, and you have a sense of nostalgia, you can respect the quality of games of yesteryear, of back in the 80s or 90s when the difficulty settings were insanely high at times, then this game is a definite pickup for you. However, if you're more into fighters of today's day and age, then this might not be something for you and you might pass on this one. Anyways, whichever side of the fence you are, be sure to drop a comment down below. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you planning to pick this one up or are you giving this one a pass? And of course, as always, if you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so. There are a lot of game reviews coming up just like this one, to accessory reviews and previews and bits of news, and there is a ton of stuff coming. And be sure to check the videos already available on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.